Sorry, one second. What are we about to watch? Morelos celebrating in front of Rangers fans. Okay, fire it. Oh no, that's a red card. That is a red card. I am outraged. Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video we are here to celebrate a 3-point ending to our interesting, let's say an up and down kind of week, ladies and gentlemen, but it ended on a good foot and that is what we're here to discuss. But before we go any further on with today's video, just a quick and friendly reminder in case you are new around here, or even if you're a regular viewer who hasn't hit that subscribe button yet, we are closing in on 36,000 subscribers, so anything you could do, that would be absolutely amazing as we continue to chase the 55k dream. But there is a pretty damn good entertaining game of football to break down from the Glasgow Rangers, so let's just get to it then, shall we? And we all knew going into this game at firpark it was going to be a difficult test. We weren't expecting the 5s and the 6s and the 7s against Motherwell, quite ironically, because what we've done last time at Ibrox. But going up to firpark, it's always difficult. Motherwell play up, and as much praise as they're getting about this new style of play and they're transitioning into this and this and this, we all knew for a fact going into this game they would revert back to their hammer-throwing tactics, and that was quite clear and evident to see within 6 minutes of this game. Honestly, with the amount that's been written about the way the Motherwell play this season, I was expecting to see Barcelona out there in their prime, ladies and gentlemen, and did we see Barcelona? Nah. Within 6 minutes we saw a clear stamp on Glenn Kamara for Devante Cole, which was ignored, and then you had a clear just rake of the Achilles. I don't know what Motherwell player it was, but it was on Joe Reba when he was covering, clear as day, just a rake right down the back of the Achilles. Nothing was done about that, and I think when those two challenges within 6 minutes happened, we went, oh, this isn't a new Motherwell, this is just the same old Motherwell that we play every single year, and it was battle on from that point. And I think that spice in the game of football just kind of killed it for the first 10-15 minutes. There wasn't too many chances that was flowing. There was a couple of half-potted shots from Alfredo Morelos creating the space, but there was nothing too terrific from either team. It was just kind of battling in the middle of the park, gone out for throw-ins, a lot of silly free kicks and useless and silly areas. And the first goal was absolutely vital in this game of football, and thankfully it came from Rangers. And who did it come from? The man that was back in, that we all backed to score from a set piece. It was written in the stars, and the Croatian prince rose above everyone and buried it. Well, I say rose above everyone, but you actually look at it back, the Motherwell players clearly fouling him, pulling him down in the ground, but Katic is too strong and he's there to put it away. And not only was it a massive goal for this game of football to drag it away from the pathetic 15-20 minutes that it was, but it was also a massive goal for Katic, and you saw that by his celebration. He well and truly knows this is his chance to shine now, and he's given it absolutely everything, and you can see that in the goal. His desire is unmatched, and that is how we take the lead. Quick shout as well, by the way, to the ball that came in for the corner. Barnaby Barisic just continues to shine. Fantastic delivery. He was very unlucky not to come away with a couple of assists and even a goal, but we'll break that down later on. And after the goal went in, by the way, the game well and truly opened up. We had chance after chance after chance, and again it was a mixture of fantastic saving from the goalkeeper, who I thought had a very good day for Motherwell, probably by far in fact the best Motherwell player that was out there, and also just needless final play from us. Like when we had the opportunities to sprint in a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-2, the pass was slightly too heavy to the right, the pass was too in behind to the defender, and the finishing just wasn't quite at 100%. It'd be fantastic if we could just, you know, score with one of these chances that we create, but it seems to be we require 8 or 9 chances for every goal that we get right now, and that's not doing me well for the ticker, got to be honest with you, but it is what it is, and we go into half-time 1-0 up. And believe it or not, there's so much to talk about with the initial walk-off from half-time, but before we get there, we need to obviously address the Donnelly challenge on Alfredo Morelos, which sort of kicked this entire thing off, which I think has gotten lost on a lot of people selectively, I might add to that. It's an absolute horrific challenge. It's not just the initial challenge, it's the fact that he raises his foot and kicks into Alfredo Morelos' leg. It's a clear stonewall red card. Donnelly should be walking, but he's only given a yellow card. Of course he is, by this referee. And then Morelos has a wee nibble at him again before the end, and then when the half-time whistle goes, yeah, Ryan Jacks and Donnelly's having words with each other. But what really confuses me, right, is the referee books Ryan Jack for this when they started the second half because of the way they're going off the park, Jack and Donnelly, right? Donnelly's coming over, he's like shoving into Ryan Jack. Donnelly's keeps coming back even though he's getting pushed away. Jack gets booked, but Donnelly doesn't. Oh, it's really easy to talk about Alfredo Morelos and sort of comb through all the highlights, but something that wasn't addressed is the fact that that referee utterly shat himself, because if he's done it fairly, he should be booking them both, but he couldn't book them both, or Donnelly would have been off the park, so he just booked Jack. That was just a clear sign that the referee had lost the plot in this game, and it just got progressively worse as the game went on. And you know, son, I'm sick to death of talking about referees. I wish I'd never even needed to mention them, but I know for a fact if I didn't mention them, a lot of people's going to be asking why I didn't in the comments. That is how blatant and obvious these referees' mistakes are. They need to be in the videos because they're massive and they're happening every single week now. How many has been made in the last 3 or 4 games against Rangers? How many clear and obvious mistakes? Exactly, and once again, this referee was utter garbage. Not only did he bottle the red card, which we've already spoken about, the fact that he also missed the clear and obvious penalty kick on Alfredo Morelos. And by the way, it's also a foul on Katic, so if you didn't want to give it to Morelos for going doing too easy, give it to Katic because the boy's literally ripping him doing on the ground bit. He shits himself for that one as well. And you know exactly where we're going to next, ladies and gentlemen, because the next talking point is obviously Alfredo Morelos getting sent off for celebrating the second goal in this game. That's right, Alfredo Morelos finally scored. I believe it was in the 69th minute, after it sort of looked like it wasn't going to be his day in front of goal because the Motherwell goalkeeper was playing absolutely balls out and just sort of matching him for save after save. It starts with Joe Rebo on the right hand side, who was fantastic all day. He whips a beautiful ball into the box. Morelos' first touch is immaculate. The second one's good. He sort of drags out his feet. I believe it is deflected into the left, but still Alfredo's goal. And then Morelos runs off and celebrates like he usually does, giving it back to those who have been giving it all damn day. But this time Alfredo is sent off. And I still remember when I seen it happening, I was like, you are kidding me. He has not walked over there and sent after celebrating, and after the referee has minced it 3 or 4 times now with Donnelly, he's happy enough to run and send off a boy for celebrating a goal, which is the hardest job in football, by the way. Right, there's a couple of things though we need to obviously address. The first one is the emotion that he's doing it, just in case some people saying, oh, it's because he's went, get it up, yay, to the Motherwell fans or anything like that. That's no, hopefully that joke at the start of the video. He does that quite a lot, ladies and gentlemen, to Rangers fans. It's just what he does. It's a part of his celebrations. He certainly doesn't care enough about the Motherwell fans to do that. The second one is that he runs to the opposition fans rather than his home fans. That's kind of the way he was going anyway, and he does that pretty damn often. So if we're sending him off for that, he's going to get sent off every single game, and so is pretty much every striker in the league, especially away from home. Think about it. And 3, something that's not even getting discussed is the fact that objects were thrown at Alfredo Morelos, but they didn't care about that because it's against Alfredo Morelos. And Chris Boyd summed up at halftime so perfectly when he said, if it wasn't Alfredo Morelos, this wouldn't be getting talked about. And it was all these wee niggles and the barging into people and everything like that. It doesn't get highlighted unless it's Alfredo Morelos, and well done to Chris Boyd for stepping up and actually speaking some truth, because it's embarrassing the way that this boy is treated by the Scottish media. And again, the way he's sent off is just absolutely laughable, because if you're sending off players for that, I want to see it every bloody week now. I'm not wanting to see it every couple of seasons, that when it's a Rangers player like Daniel Candeias blowing a kiss to the crap Ferdinand or something like that. I want to see that rule reinforced every single week. And I tell you, son, if that's going to be the new letter of the law, your striker's going to get sent off every single week, especially if he's already on a yellow card. And is that the game that we really want? Is that where we want to go? My final thoughts on Alfredo Morelos sending off. It's utterly embarrassing from a referee that clearly lost the plot and had clearly had given up, because the rest of his performance in that second half showed it. He was clueless. But enough talking about the putrid referees in the Scottish game, ladies and gentlemen. There was still a bit of important football to be played, and one of the main things I think we need to talk about, I think it's getting a wee bit overlooked, is Alan McGregor's unbelievable save versus Chris Long. I'm pretty sure it's 1-0 at this point, ladies and gentlemen. It is a long throw in. Connor Goldson heads it back into his own box. The guy's got a free header. Alan McGregor just spreads himself out, Peter Schmeichel-esque, and does a truly incredible save that's not getting spoken about enough, because the referee has made it all about him and not about the football. That save right there is a potential title saver for Alan McGregor, and that is why he's in the sticks, and that is why he's the best goalkeeper in the country. Unbelievable save to keep that at 1-0, and within a couple of minutes we ran down the park and made it 2. Now, believe it or not, even down to 10 men away from home, the other chance that was created throughout the rest of the match came from us, ladies and gentlemen, and it came from Mr. BB, as his name was sung by the Rangers faithful in the stands, so loud and proud. You even saw BB just do a little smile. He had a free kick about 25, maybe even 28 yards out from goal. He puts it down, and I thought it was in. Alright, he hits it absolutely perfect, and I thought, oh, he's rattled the post, how unlucky. Then I saw the replay. What an unbelievable save by that goalkeeper. Honestly, I'm sure there'll be some people thinking, oh, he just hit the post. Go back and check it. The goalkeeper gets 3 or 4 fingers on the bad boy and hits it onto the post. That is the level of performance that goalkeeper put in. He saved them from an utter spanking. And with that being said, that was the game all done and dusted. It was a confident, professional performance from Rangers going to a tough atmosphere. It's going to be overlooked because of the Morelos red card and the referee making it all about him. But on the park, the Rangers players done their job. They dug in when they needed to. They battled when they needed to. And every single one of them played up to the standards of a badge. And you've never got a problem when that is the case. Now, very, very briefly, the old individual player performances. We've already talked about Alan McGregor. He is in there to make that one moment save to keep us in the game. And that is what he did. Tavernier and Bonnebear Barisic, double thumbs up once again for me. I thought they were both outstanding. The two centre-backs were good as well. Connor Goldson only made like one little mistake in the game, but for the rest, I thought he was strong and I thought he was powerful. In the midfield, I was very impressed with, if I'm honest with you. They obviously got Ryan Jack, just outstanding every single game. Glenn Kamara, very good, getting stuck in everything. Arfield doing a lot of hard work, tracking back, getting stuck in. But I'll tell you, I was very, very impressed with Joe Rebo. This maybe on paper doesn't look like the right game for Joe Rebo, especially out in the wing versus the hat-chip men, but not only did he not shy away from the heavy challenges, he was getting involved in everything, and he was a real star player. If I'm honest with you, he was probably my man of the match if the big Croatian prince didn't grab a goal. I thought he was outstanding. Well, that is me all done and dusty for this game recap. Now it's time to hand the reins over to the nation, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about the performance and the result. Let me know down there in the comment section below. While you guys are doing that, we'll jump over to Twitter and hear from the people. So over to Twitter then, there's actually been 1,494 votes. Thank you so much for getting involved. 6% votes for other, 25% votes for Bonnebear Barisic, 27% votes for Joe Rebo, but the far and away winner, it had to be, with 42% of the vote, is none other than the Croatian prince. Peter Ramsey's the first one in, and he writes in, Aribo was outstanding, best game for Rangers. Ryan Jack was also superb. Liam G3 writes in, we did well today, and I could have two words for my man of the match, Commander Katic. You've stole Hollander's line there, Liam. I see what you've done. Jambo writes in, I was in the Motherwell end at firpark. Katic bossed the game. Camera was outstanding again, and McGregor was giving it full shithousery today. Couldn't hide my smile. Lewis wrote in, Alfredo bullied their entire defence all day. He was my man of the match. Andy writes in, good professional job. Kent has been dreadful during the important run of games. Aribo, however, has been immense. Love Morelos' gesture, by the way. Up the SFA, up the refs. Moan the Rangers. True Blue 72 writes in, it has to be BB. Katic was great getting the goal, but he was well out of his position for Motherwell's first chance. Jamie Craig writes in, Aribo too slow in attack, but he's great defensively. Maybe we should move him back to the midfield and give Stewart a run. And the last one we're going to read out in tonight's video, it comes from Dylan Duncan, and he writes in, voted Nico for the goal and dominance, but Aribo was a tank overall today. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard from the people, you've heard from myself. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. And as always, I've been CJ over 92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.